Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to do I usually don't do product reviews, but I want to show you, I bought a new weed eater because my son took my other one to do some lawns this summer. So I went and bought a new weed eater. I have run across, you can buy a Skill or an Echo or some of these high dollar weed eaters, but I have run across this little weed eater right here, and it's called a Black Max. This comes from Walmart, guys, walmart.com. It's an 18-inch 2-cycle trimmer. This little dude right here, the second one I have, and I wanted to make sure I got another one. These are excellent trimmers. This little thing will hold its own against anybody. And instead of paying $200, $300, $400, $99 plus tax at walmart.com. And I highly recommend this thing. I'm gonna debox it and I'm gonna put it together today. And I'm gonna show you how this thing runs. Comes in pieces, so you have to put it together, which that's not a problem because it just has a couple interlocking arms. Pull this thing out of the box. Actually, you're probably gonna have to just open the box here on the side. If I can get the side of it open. Comes with quite a bit of stuff. Here's the engine on it. It's a 2-cycle, and this one's a 25cc, has a 25cc motor on it. Comes with everything you need right here in the pack. And I think I've got everything out of here. Yep. All right, I'm just gonna lay the box over here. Like I say, it's a Black Max, and I got it from walmart.com. It's the second one I've bought. The only reason I bought this one was because my other one was confiscated. All right, so nothing more than that alone. The other one I've had 2 or 3 years, and they're light. They're not very expensive. They're cheap enough to where if you have a problem with them, you can just. You don't have to take them and get them worked on. You throw it away after 3 or 4 years and you get you another one. Basically, you have in here you have a gear, and this gear will slide into that gear cog, all right? And it's just got a button plunger. You put them together, you get it lined up. You can set it however you want it. And there it is. It's that simple. Okay. It uses a regular non-ethanol gas with a 50-to-1 ratio. Okay. Here is the weed guard. And it also has this little blade in it, which is really handy. You want to take this tape off. It has this little blade in it, so if your line, when you install it, if it's a little bit long, then this weed guard will chop it off to the right size when it spins. It's got some sticky tape on it though. There you go. It's just got a little razor blade there. And so when it spins, it's gonna automatically chop it off to the right length. You're gonna need a screwdriver for this thing. See if I can get this laid down here so you can see what I'm doing. Let me grab a flat screwdriver. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this screw right here out of this. I'm gonna place it under here, and it's got a notch to where it just lays right on there. This side here goes in this slot. So you're just gonna stick it in the slot, pop it on. If I can get it popped on. Stick it in the slot, pop it on, or put your screw in and just screw it down tight. That's how you do it. Put your screw in, screw it down tight. That'll hold that in place because it's riveted to the shaft. So this thing won't turn on you like some that you may have used in the past. Okay, it comes preloaded with string, and then it comes with extra string that you can take with you. It also comes with 2-cycle oil. This is for 1 gallon, and it's a 40-to-1 or 50-to-1 mixture for 1 gallon. I've already got my oil mixed up, guys. Then, on the other side, on the other end, you want to come up here, take off your plastic, and it says right here, handle position, okay? All you're gonna do on this handle is you're gonna take the wing nut off. If I can get it off, it's one of those mornings. Take this out and you're gonna place it just like that, right where it says handle position. You're gonna place your your bolt back in. It's got a hexagon head, and then it's got a hexagon recessed area to where you know that's the side that the bolt goes in, so it doesn't turn on you. Put your wing nut back on. All right, so I'm putting my wing nut back on, and I'm tightening it down. And all you're doing is you're gonna set this however you like it to be comfortable. You notice I turned it. I turned it because I like mine. Now this is a straight shaft weed eater. I really like this weed eater because it's a straight shaft and I can reach out there. It doesn't have to, a curved shaft causes me, I'm 6'1", causes me to have to bend over. And if I use this thing for an hour or two, it's really gonna hurt my back. So I use a straight shaft. After I get the handle positioned where I want it, I set it, and now this thing is literally ready for gas. All right, that quick is the setup, no big deal. It's got, I'm gonna go ahead and put my oil in it. Got your warranty information in the bag. It's got some instructions. It's not hard at all. I highly recommend these things because they're simple. That's just the protector for the end. If you want to store it and take it apart and store it, you put that back over the end so you don't get dust and stuff inside there. I'm gonna lay that there for now. Take off the lid. Now, when you take that lid off, it's got a little lanyard here. It's got a little lanyard, and you always want to take off, if it's got any plastic shavings, you want to take that off. So take those shavings out of that hole so that it doesn't get into your gas line. All right, just gonna take my, I'm gonna probably spill this everywhere because this thing is so full. I'm usually doing this outside and not in the shop. I'm gonna try it anyway. See if I can't fill her up. It's not working. Goofy thing. I hate these newfangled gas can lids. Okay, I'm gonna cheat. Guys, I had to go get a funnel for this thing because I'm gonna take the lid off and fill this. I don't want to spill it all over the shop. May do it anyway. I've got my gas mixture. All I'm doing is I'm watching that reservoir to see how full it gets. And I'm spilling it, like I said. There it is. Put this goofy lid on, back on. You know it's not gonna leak because I can't even get it to pour. Okay, I've got my oil and my gas mixture, 50-to-1, in the machine. Okay, I'll lay that aside and that aside. Move this out of your way so you can see what I'm doing. Wipe this thing off with a towel just so I get the gas off of it. Make sure I don't have a spark that does something I don't want to do. And so it's got a, I gotta tighten that up after you get this set where you want it, guys. Make sure you tighten this wing nut up, and it'll keep it locked down to where it won't slip in that cog. All right, just tighten it down, hand tight, as tight as you can get it. Now you've got a solid base. All right, so how you start this thing is you can't just put it on full choke without holding this red button down and squeezing that trigger, okay? Then it'll go on to full choke right here. And you wanna crank the bulb. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm cranking. There's a bulb here on the back. I'm gonna mash that 10 times. All right, I'm pumping gas into my lines, okay? I'm gonna mash this down, pull that trigger with my pinky, and I'm gonna have it on full choke, and you're gonna crank it until it kicks off like it wants to start. All right, you're gonna push the bulb about 3 more times, put it on half choke. Right out of the box, it's running. Now it takes this machine about 30 seconds to warm up, but after it warms up, it will really get going. But after it takes about 30 seconds, after you've warmed it up, take it off, half choke, it's ready to go. To kill it, all you do is hit this little red button right here. That kills it. Guys, it's that simple. This little thing, now I don't know if you heard me, but you put it on full choke, you mash your bulb 10 times. You put it on full choke, you crank it a time or two until it sounds like it's gonna start. Put it on half choke, push the bulb about 3 more times, make sure there's good gas in the line, a good amount. Crank it once or twice, it'll start. And after you run it for about 30 seconds, it'll warm up. Then as you're running it, you flip it to full, to run, and you take it off of half choke. And to kill it, you hit your kill switch right here. Guys, I pulled that out of the box. It's ready to go that quick. This is an excellent, excellent machine, an alternative to the high name brands. And this little machine right here, guys, cost me about $110 delivered to the house. So highly recommend the Black Max. It's a powerful enough weed eater to knock down some high grass or high weeds. You can have attachments to it to where you can use a blade on it, or you can use some of the other attachments just like the other weed eaters. No problem. You just have to go and order it on their website. But anyway, I hope this helped you guys. And I highly recommend it, guys. Get you a Black Max. You won't regret it.